Oh, Instagram, what are you doing to me? I don't know. I was doing a live earlier, and you just blew me away. Literally. For the second time in a row. I don't know what's going on with technology, but I can just say this. It was a good one. And it really sucks when I lose it. But fortunately, it's on Facebook, and it will be uploaded to YouTube later. I really like this filter. Kind of makes my eyes pop. And they are green, by the way. Initially, the title of this, but I was having trouble just trying to put the title in, was about integrity, loyalty, and divine opportunity. Because truly, we tend to say, oh, if the timing is right. But it's all divine time, whether we choose it or it's chosen for us. The question is, are you loyal or are you in line with your integrity? Because most people, when you're loyal, are compromising their own integrity. And if you don't set a certain standard, then you're basically somebody to be walked over. At least that's what I've experienced in my life. It's not about boundaries. Boundaries keep a cage around you. To me, it's about setting a standard, an attainable one for the right one and the right ones, and not so that everybody can just get by. Because when you set a standard, you're not just holding yourself accountable, but you hold others accountable to meeting you where you're at, as opposed to those people who just show up in your life and think they can get away with certain behaviors that are not in line with yours. And again, that's about the difference between loyalty. Some of us are going to the loyalty of our, fear of rejection, and so we buy affection instead of recognizing we're worthy of more. And when we value ourselves, the right people will show up. Because divine timing is always working in our favor. And there are portals opening up right now. And I wonder how many of you are really feeling into the energies. Last night when I went to bed, I had my own experience. And I felt very supported. I felt the energies around me. All the beings supporting me. Because sometimes I need to tune into that. I need to recharge myself and know and call it in. Because you have to be willing to call it in, or how are you going to let it in? If you ask for help, it will arrive. It may not show up the way you want it to look, but it's there for you. Sometimes you have to look beyond your own beliefs and your own attachments to how life is supposed to show up to you, and allow it to present, be present in the moment. There's a gift and opportunity. Whatever life presents to you is always going to be a gift in one way, shape, or another. It's how you interpret it. It's how you show up to it. It's how you allow yourself to receive it. Again, are you in line with your own integrity? Do you know yourself well enough? Can you trust yourself? The average person doesn't even trust themselves and will entrust themselves to others around them instead of recognizing that, you can get taken advantage of when you entrust another, but don't trust yourself. That's giving your power away. That's disempowering, right? So life is divine, and we're all where we're meant to be in this time. There is nothing that isn't happening for you. It's never happening to you, unless you make it personal and you attach to something and think, oh, woe is me, the victim mentality comes out. I think most of us are kind of a little bit done with that. We're here to thrive, not survive. We're not here to play the victim of our circumstances. We are actually the ones choosing in every moment in time. Again, divine. When you notice that you're choosing, that's wisdom. That is your superpower. Because in your choosing, look at that, I'm aware. In awareness of your choosing, you have an opportunity to change it if you want. If you're choosing your suffering, go look in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, I'm feeling like crap. And I own it. And I'm okay with that. The moment you own it, it doesn't own you, and it'll linger less. If you don't claim it, if you don't own it, it will linger longer, and your suffering will be prolonged. Who the hell wants that shit? I personally am here to live a life of joy. I want to sparkle. I like bling. I like nice things. I'm a Leo. I'm a lion. I roar. But I'm also very soft. I'm very sensitive and very gentle. In my past, I was told, oh, you're so intense. You're too much. And I'd try to work around that. Make others feel comfortable. That didn't work. How's that serving you? Didn't serve me well. In fact, whenever I compromised who I was, I learned from those experiences that didn't work out in my favor. Because when you act small around those who don't even acknowledge their own power, their own strength, they don't even know who they are, you're trying to make others feel comfortable, it causes your own internal discomfort, dis-ease. And it causes resentment toward the other. Why? Because at that moment, the unexplained, the unspoken resentment is that I did this for you. That's the ego. I did this to serve you, to make you feel better. Why aren't you reciprocating? Why aren't you recognizing? Why aren't you seeing all that I sacrifice? Oh, here we go. Sacrifice, the martyr, the game that we play. That is the loyalty versus integrity. And that's a game, not a healthy one. It's a toxic game. It's a codependency too, because if you think you need to compromise who you are for another person to feel comfortable, you will lose every time. And they don't give a shit. And you can't please everyone. And a lot of times, how many of you out there have compromised yourself to make another person feel better, and they were never satisfied anyway, even if you did? So why even go there? You lose yourself when you do that. If you're not in integrity with yourself, you lose yourself every time. When you are aligned with your integrity, there is no such thing as loyalty except for to self, to your heart and soul, because it's a mind-body-soul connection. And when one of those is out of alignment, it will mess with the rest of you. Life is meant to be in perfect harmony, but you have to work on that. The balance is within, and everything else will respond and show up on the outside. The world is a reflection of the inside. As above, as below, as within, as without. It's all interacting with itself. This is the beauty, the divine dance of life, that we're always trying to find our way back. We're seeking our way home to source, to self, to God that's within. We think it's infinite out. It's infinite within. This to me is beautiful. And I remember the first time I sat with this, like, so many people they want to explore. They want to go out into the cosmos because it's so infinite. It's so vast. So few are willing to go within, where it's equally as vast. Because of form, because you see yourself as small, you don't think it's that big inside of you. But it is. And there is no limit to what you are within, except for what you think up here. The stories you tell yourself, the stories you create, are the limitations that you set and you make. Integrity with self is a feeling. Truth is something that can only be felt. Integrity is trusting your heart and soul and knowing when you have gone through struggles and strife that you will come out okay on the other side. You've been there, you've done that, and life will continue to play on repeat to serve you up another lesson and how you will meet. Where will you end up? Fear is the liar that shows up to catch you off guard, to ask you if you're in alignment with your integrity. The lessons you've learned, applied and integrated, become the wisdom of your soul and your knowing. Integrity is wisdom when it really comes down to it. When it is truly integrated, integrity, integrated, wisdom, wise one, You have to know thyself. And when you know thyself, those around you will be that much more visible. When you are tapped into your inner wisdom, mind, body, soul connection, when you know your senses are heightened, because we are all sensitive beings, sentient, sensitive, 5 senses. When you tap into your senses are your spidey, intuitive, like harnessing all 5 makes you more intuitive. You can be the channel, you can be the guide. It's whether or not you yourself acknowledge and recognize that in you. Because again, if you know thyself, you're going to be able to see through others. Because what you know about yourself, you can see in others. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beauty, whatever you want to call it. It's all there. You are that too. I am that too. If I spot it, I got it. If I didn't see it, it's because I didn't know it existed, right? And so often we want to say, that's not me, I'm not like that. We want to reject the bad. We want to reject the shadow, the crap. But that's us too. And the moment we own that, oh my gosh, that is your oneness, your wholeness. That is your connection to source. That is the knowing that I am whole and I'm not just pieces of what I choose. We came here incarnated as humans to have this human experience, the richness of the highs and the lows. Why else would we incarnate? It's all really a game. It's all really a show. It's really our own drama, our theater, presented for us, served up on a silver platter. We created this, every single aspect. That's hard for a lot of people to grasp. That's a lot of, wrap your head around. And the more inner work you do, the more it becomes apparent to you. It's not so foreign. The more you hear it, the more you feel it, the more you experience it, because life is meant to be experiential. Life is as you do, as you feel, as you see, as you taste, as you touch. All of that's inclusive. How lucky are we? Are we in gratitude, appreciation? Are we really recognizing how blessed we are as humans? I have these conversations with myself all the time. I'm like, wow, I get to experience the highs and the lows, and sometimes it sucks. Sometimes I don't want to feel this junk. I don't want to feel the pain. But the more I'm willing to feel the pain, the more delicious the pleasure will present itself. That the more you're willing to go into the pain, to go into the pleasure, you're going to experience the richness, the depth of it. That's the whole joy of life, is to have these varied experiences. God can't experience itself. So we are fragments. We are drops in the ocean that create the oneness, the whole ocean. We are that. We are all of that. We are all of each other. Again, that's a hard thing to wrap your head around when you haven't been doing the internal work. The shadow work is really owning every aspect of yourself, every piece of yourself. You are more than what you see. You are energy. And your vibration is felt. You walk into a room, you feel people. They feel you. What is the feeling you want to leave behind? That's what you need to work on. Each and every one of us needs to harness the energy, the vibrations that we ourselves emit and metamorphosize, create. God wants you to create. God wants you to experience. Everything you want, wish, or desire is meant for you. And when you do get to experience that, that causes the shifts and the ripples in humanity, in creation, across all of life. The universe. We all want to feel the richness of life. We all deserve to. Why would we hold that back from anybody, especially ourselves? When we withhold that from ourselves, we're holding back on humanity. And hence why isolation for any human to say, oh, I don't want to be around people. That's cutting off your life support. Your life, your essence is meant to be felt. Your essence is meant to be felt. Don't deny that. Don't deny yourself the richness of your essence. The more that you are willing to radiate, to be present, to give the gift of you, the more you're going to receive back. Here I am waxing poetic on a Saturday evening, getting ready to walk my dog. Drink some water. Hydrate. So, life is a gift. How are you presenting yourself? Are you giving the gift of you? And are you allowing others to experience you the way you want to be experienced? Life is about relationships. And every single person needs another to experience themselves through. We cannot experience ourselves without relating to another. It's an irony of life. Polarities, dualities, contrasts, mirrors, reflections. How beautiful, how blessed this life that we get to live and we choose. Choice is your superpower. Own that. Truth. It's sweet. It cannot be hidden, it can only be felt. And there's always somebody willing to question and to challenge your truth. Because that's how life is. Conflict. Interestingly enough, something else I sat with the other day was how competing is eating humanity. The more we compete with others, we're actually not collaborating in a healthy sense. It's very toxic. The competition I'm talking about is the competition that is coming from the place of jealousy and envy. And I want what that person has. Like there's not enough to go around. There's plenty. We live in abundance. We live in a world where we have this limited mentality. And the truth is everything around us is duplicatable, is accessible. We are responsible, and we can create. We can manifest. At what point are you going to step up and choose you? So in less than 2 weeks' time, I will be starting a Women in Wellness online retreat on 1 June, unless that's a day that doesn't work for other people. Right now I have a few people already signed up that are interested. The whole purpose of me putting this workshop together and discounting it as much as I have is because for 11 weeks, 1 day a week, plus we'll have a Facebook group I've already created. It's about having community, a sisterhood. If the men are interested, I can create another group for the men. But I don't know unless you ask. When you join the sisterhood, we're here for one another. Humans in unity equal humanity. When we do the healing work together with single intentions and collective intentions, we heal the collective. This is what this is about. I'm here to assist, to guide. I am not a guru. I'm here to bring out the inner guru within you. 11 weeks is consistent. It takes at least 40 days to develop a new habit, to break an old habit and create a new habit. Routine, setting a daily practice for yourself, giving you the tools to integrate, to reveal the inner wisdom within you, because it's experiential, this life. And you are here to have an experience. And so many people have lost the sight of the goals and their life purpose that this is what I want to bring to you, is an opportunity to tune back into who you are at your core. What is your soul's purpose? Through meditation, through yoga, through other gifts and tools, intuition. I'm here to awaken you to the wisdom of your body, to tap you into your five senses, and to encourage you to nourish and nurture your into me, I see, the intuition that you have, your inner guide, so that you deepen that relationship to yourself. You don't have to ask or seek without. It's all within you. I'm here to help alchemize as a catalyst to create and hold that space, that capsule, for a group of women who are here to heal the world, because we are here to heal the world. This is about joining in community, being supported, and not seen as who you've been, but where you want to be, holding you accountable, responsible, supported, inspired, empowered, because that's what the life is about, is you knowing you have a group of women who have your back. So if this appeals to you, if this is a challenge monetarily, trust in your knowing, trust in your gut. Also, if this is really something that you put as a priority, you value you, it's about devotion, dedication to you. You have to be willing to do the work and to invest in yourself, because the investment in you will give you so much in return. I've spent years working on myself because I know I couldn't do it alone. And that's the point, is in a group community setting, you're not alone. You'll never be alone. So if the challenge is the money or what have you, reach out to me and we'll work something out. But for 11 weeks, 3 hours a week, that's 33 hours just in the FaceTime, just in community together working. And in addition, we'll have the group where you can also share your experiences. You'll have the network. I'll also be offering my meal plan. On top of that, I will be doing lives that are just for the group. And I'm accessible to you. Reach out. Let me know. Who will you choose? Will you choose you? Because you matter most. Make yourself the priority. Be willing to do the work, because when you do the work for you, it ripples out. And know that it's not just about you. It's about the collective. And in order to heal the collective, we have to heal ourselves. We have to create the life we desire and be willing to let go of the past and what we've known, because change is like death, and the fear of not knowing what's going to happen and the confidence that it builds just stepping in. It's powerful, and you will know, you will feel it. I promise you that. So much love. Reach out to me. Have an amazing Saturday evening.